The City of Shadows. The film opens with an aerial shot of Los Angeles at night. Neon lights flickering, sirens echoing, and the streets crawling with gang violence. The narration sets the tone. Every city has predators. Some wear badges. Some wear masks. The city has earned the nickname the City of Wolves for its brutal street gangs and the lawless order they enforce. Drug wars, corrupt politicians, and rogue cops rule the alleys. This is not the LA we know. It's one where loyalty means survival. Detective Jake Rosser, once one of LAPD's finest K-9 officers, now lives in isolation. He's haunted by the ambush that killed his human partner, Ray, and his former dog, Ace. Jake's nightmares blend gunfire, blood, and Ace's final whimper. Now, partnered with a new, aggressive K-9 named Sirius, Jake struggles to connect. Both man and dog carry scars. Jake's are emotional, Sirius's physical, with a steel muzzle from a past fight gone wrong. Jake and Sirius respond to a suspicious call at a warehouse near the docks. Inside, they find crates filled with illegal weapons and narcotics. Before backup arrives, masked men in wolf-emblazoned armor open fire. The firefight is explosive. Sirius tackles one attacker while Jake exchanges gunfire. A grenade goes off, wounding Sirius and knocking Jake unconscious. As he fades, he sees the wolf's head insignia smeared in blood on the wall. When he wakes in the hospital, half the evidence and all suspects have vanished. Obsessed with the insignia, Jake digs through old police files. He uncovers reports of a secretive crime syndicate called the Wolves, uniting the city's gangs under one banner. Their mysterious leader, Lupo, remains unseen. Street informants whisper that Lupo is everywhere, a ghost controlling the police and the criminals alike. Jake realizes this may be the same group responsible for Ray's death years ago. Jake's investigation draws attention from internal affairs, led by Captain Reyes, his former mentor. Reyes suspends him, citing his unstable mental state and unauthorized activity. Jake suspects Reyes is hiding something. As he leaves the precinct, Jake's anger explodes. He punches a locker, splitting his knuckles. The camera lingers on his blood, dripping on the floor, a symbol of his descent into vengeance. While following a lead, Jake meets Maya Torres, an independent journalist investigating police corruption. She shows him leaked footage of cops working with Wolves gang members during drug raids. One face in the footage catches Jake's eye, Reyes, shaking hands with a masked man bearing the wolf insignia. Maya warns him, the Wolves own more than the streets, they own the law. Sirius recovers slowly under Jake's care. Their scenes together are raw and emotional. Jake speaks to the dog like a partner, confessing his guilt and fear. Sirius, though muzzled, responds protectively. Their shared trauma strengthens their bond, forming the emotional heart of the film. Jake customizes Sirius's gear, body armor, tactical muzzle, and a small camera rig. If we're going back into the dark, he says, we go as one. Jake goes undercover, posing as a mercenary to infiltrate the Den, an underground fight club where the Wolves recruit soldiers. Brutal cage fights between men, dogs, and machines unfold as the audience bets with blood money. Jake earns a place in the Wolves' hierarchy by defeating a notorious enforcer using improvised weapons. The club's eerie chant, "The pack feeds, the pack kills," echoes as he's accepted among them. Jake's cover is blown when he stops a dogfight and kills the handler. The Wolves swarm him, leading to a visceral fight scene. Sirius bursts in, tearing through attackers in a blur of fury. The pair escape through the sewers, injured and blood-soaked. Above ground, Jake vows, if they want a war, they'll get one. In a shadowy penthouse, Lupo watches security footage of the fight. His face remains hidden, his voice distorted. Every wolf needs a rival, he says. Let's see how long this one survives. He orders his lieutenants to capture Jake alive, intrigued by his defiance. The Wolves' grip on the city tightens, murders spike, and the news blames Jake for the chaos. Segment 11, The Betrayal. Jake turns to Reyes for help, pretending he doesn't suspect him. Reyes plays along, offering him a safe house. When Jake arrives, it's an ambush. A fierce shootout ensues. Sirius saves Jake from a sniper by dragging him into cover, taking a bullet graze himself. After barely escaping, Jake knows for sure Reyes is Lupo. Back at his apartment, Jake draws the wolf insignia on his chest with his own blood, marking himself as part of the war. He arms himself and prepares for all-out revenge. He and Sirius strike the wolves' drug warehouses, weapon depots, and money laundries in a brutal montage. Each takedown exposes another layer of corruption within the LAPD. Jake's vigilante crusade spreads like wildfire. News headlines call him the Lone Wolf. Citizens cheer his actions, while police label him a terrorist. Sirius becomes his shadow in every mission, sniffing out traps, attacking enemies, saving Jake multiple times. Their chemistry mirrors that of brothers in arms rather than man and beast. Maya, now hunted for exposing Reyes' network, is captured by the wolves. She's imprisoned in an underground kennel complex where captives are forced to fight for survival. There, she meets Leo, a street kid whose brother was killed by the wolves. Maya secretly records evidence using a smuggled phone, hiding in a dog cage for Jake to find later. Reyes launches Operation Muzzle, a citywide manhunt targeting Jake, claiming he's a cop killer. SWAT teams flood the streets. Innocents die in crossfire, heightening chaos. Meanwhile, Jake and Sirius evade the manhunt through underground tunnels, gathering intel from Maya's contacts. He learns Maya's location and prepares for one last stand. Maya's hidden footage reaches Jake, showing Reyes unmasked as Lupo, commanding both the wolves and corrupt police. His motive: absolute control over LA's criminal economy. Jake realizes that Reyes engineered the ambush that killed Ray and Ace years ago. Everything was a setup. Fueled by rage, Jake loads his last bullets and says to Sirius, time to end the hunt. Jake infiltrates Reyes' skyscraper headquarters during a thunderstorm. Lightning flashes as Jake and Sirius battle their way floor by floor against armored guards with wolf masks. Sirius moves silently through smoke and shattered glass, disabling enemies with surgical precision. The music fades as Jake reaches the penthouse, an eerie calm before the storm. The final duel begins. Reyes removes his mask, revealing scars and wolf tattoos. He taunts Jake, "You're no hero. You're just another beast pretending to wear a badge." The fight is primal. No guns, just fists, knives, and broken glass. Jake, wounded and exhausted, finally overpowers Reyes and hurls him through the glass window. He falls onto a neon billboard shaped like a wolf's head, impaled as sparks fly. Jake frees Maya and Leo, but as they escape, a hidden sniper, Reyes' last loyal wolf, shoots Jake in the side. Sirius lunges at the sniper, killing him before collapsing from exhaustion. Police surround them, but Maya shouts the truth live on her recording, revealing Reyes' double life. SWAT stands down as ambulances rush in. Jake, bleeding out, pets Sirius, whispering, "You did good, boy." Weeks later, the city begins to heal. Maya's expose, City of Wolves, changes everything. Dozens of arrests follow, and Jake is hailed as both hero and outlaw. In the final scene, Jake, now limping and scarred, drives Sirius to the outskirts of the city. He removes Sirius's muzzle, freeing him into the hills. The dog howls as the sun sets over LA. Jake lights a cigarette, gazes at the skyline, and says softly, "The city still needs its wolves, but not like before."